awesome day today. And one of the interesting things as we keep working and building our business with ClickFunnels or with any platform is that you're going to create test users, and sometimes you may need to remove them. So like I'm always looking for ways to automate the whole process. I was actually looking for a while, how can I automate the whole thing? So let me show you here. Okay, so you're seeing here that I have a couple of demo accounts, and I will normally have to go one by one, and you have to click the account, open it, and then delete it. But what if there will be a way that I can just, let me show you here. Okay, just click these two accounts. I'm gonna go into bulk actions. I'm gonna tag them with a specific tag to delete. And let's wait a couple of seconds. Remember, it was demo 15, demo 14. You see that it have the tag to delete. I'm going to refresh this page. Voila! What magic just happened? I actually have a full automation workflow. I'm gonna take you through it, and at the end, I'm gonna give you a link so I can send you access to it. But let me go and give you the details of what it is. So in a sense, there is a webhook that is receiving information when there's an update to a customer contact record in ClickFunnels. Then it's gonna check if a specific detail is aligned to it. And then it's gonna send a specific request to a specific URL to actually get that completed. So let me go through the whole process. So the first thing is that in Zapier, so if we go and we're gonna have to create a webhook for receiving the information. So the first thing is that we're gonna go into workspace, and then we're gonna go into webhooks, and we're gonna create a contact update webhook. And we have to create, again, the name, whatever you want to name it, but the event type is a contact update. And what that will do is that when there's an update to the contact, it will send that information to Zapier. So that's step number one. Step number two is that we need to create a tag. So into tags, I want to create a contact tag, and you can name it whatever you want to name it. I created it as to delete. And that's what I'm going to tag those customers or those demo accounts so they can automatically get deleted. Okay. So we have step one, we have the webhook. Number two, you have the tag. Number three is that we need to get a little bit of an automation that we need our admin API access. So where do we get this? So if I go back into my main dashboard, okay, so right here on the bottom, when you click that, it will show you all the accounts that you have access. You're gonna go into your workspace, and you're gonna go into team settings. And in the developer area, we're gonna click developer portal. And in here, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna create a new platform application. What this will do is that you can click, you name it, let's say Zapier Automation, and you create, I'm gonna put this V2 because I already have one, create platform application, okay? And what this will do right now is that it created an account, if you want to understand it in a simple term. So you can automate work directly with the ClickFunnels API. Okay. So there's a token in here. You can copy it and save it, okay? And I want you to save that because we're gonna use it later. So now, let me go back. So we got the webhook, we got then the tag, we got the API key. Now let's go back into Zapier so we can put all this together. So the webhook is coming. So let me just edit this so you can see how it comes. Okay, so we have our webhook. And when we look at the test that we just sent, we have a detail of a record. You can look for the new records. And the information that comes in. First piece of data that you're gonna need is this data ID. This is the contact identifier that we're gonna need. Then you see that there's a tag, like I mentioned, to be deleted. And then there's an email, okay? So now that we receive this, the second thing that we're gonna do is that we're gonna filter it, because I don't want that with every tag, every account gonna be deleted. So you have to be very careful what you wanna do, and you can do a lot of different things with this same method. So I'm gonna add a filter. And what I'm gonna do is that I'm going to look for in the data tag name contains and the tag that I created. Remember, we created a tag name to delete. And I only want this workflow to continue if that is true. So you see, if I put here to delete and I continue, it tells me, yes, this will continue. Okay. So after we go through this, now we're gonna create another webhook, because now Zapier received the data. Now we have to talk to a specific endpoint in Clickfunnels for your account, so you can actually take actions in your contacts. And you can see all this information. Let me bring it here in the developer guide. So here's our developer guide that you can get all the details. So you can go into the API reference and you will get all the details for all this information that we're going through. So then we're gonna create a custom request. And in the action, we want to delete, because that's what it says. So if we go into the contact, we have a remove contact. And the way that we do that is with a delete. So you see right here, we need to find this endpoint for our account. So all that we need to do is that we need to look for our Clickfunnels URL. So where do we get that? Let's go into Clickfunnels. And I'm gonna go back into my account. And if you look right here on the top, here is my Clickfunnels account and URL that I need to do the automation. So I'm going to type that information in here. So the first part gonna be your Clickfunnels URL. Then that's gonna be going against the API v2 contacts. Okay, so that's the first part. Second part is that you see this part in here at the end that is, like I told you, is the contact detail. How do we get that? Remember, on step one, we're getting this information. So all that I need to do, I put my cursor and Zapier gonna give me the option that I can look for the data ID. Look at it here. Okay. And after I put that, I need to come down into my headers. And in headers, based on the API, I need to pass an authorization header And remember that we got a key, that key from the API. We're gonna put the word bearer. It's a little bit technical, a space, and your key. That's all you have to do, because that's gonna be, technically, that's a password on the API, and you need to save that. You cannot show it. So you're not seeing mine because I have it blocked. So after you do that, you click continue, and mine already authenticated. I already did this, and you're gonna publish your workflow. After you do that, you're gonna test it, and you're gonna be good to go. So then right there, we can go back, and now we can tag users and remove them. So let's go back. I'm gonna go into contacts, and I have several of these. So I've been doing a lot of testing. So I wanna tag all these users with to delete from tag. And if we wait a couple of seconds, we should start seeing all those accounts gone. There you have it, my friends, how to actually clear your ClickFunnels environment from those temporary accounts. But you can also use this to do any action when your user, so when your user sends you some data and you update it in their contacts, you can take actions for their account. My friends, we'll see you on our next video.